everyone. So I thought I'd give you a little update of what's going on with me lately. I had been doing 2 videos a week, but now I'm like barely making 1 a week. So I just wanted to let you all know what's going on. It's probably not too much of a surprise if you've watched previous videos, but I am pregnant and this is our second child. I'm only 9 weeks as of right now. And that's kind of something I wanted to talk about too. In my previous video, I did make up for when I'm feeling under the weather. And as you might imagine, the morning sickness is the fatigue. Those 2 things are really what's making me feel under the weather lately. With my first child, Colin, I didn't get sick. I maybe got sick a couple times, but it was mainly just the nausea, which is it kind of overtakes your life. And I think with him, a little more relaxed here. With him, it was gone by 14 to 16 weeks. I know it was longer than the first trimester. I feel like this one, so far I've just had a lot of food aversions. A lot of things just really are unappealing or kind of turn my stomach. I'm having a really hard time finding things to drink that don't turn my stomach, and I had the same problem with Colin, and I don't even remember. I know I went through a like sparkling grape juice phase and then settled on club soda, and yeah, I'm just having a hard time this time. You know, water is just totally unappealing, and when you have that kind of underlying nausea, malaise, when you're trying to eat something or drink something that's not appealing, it's just so much worse. So it's really difficult trying to find something that does not really, it's just, I don't even want to talk about it because it makes me kind of queasy to talk about it. So another weird turn of events is that sitting at my vanity, thinking about recording a video, those things also kind of make me feel a little sick. So I haven't been wearing makeup very much lately. Haven't been posting face of the days on Instagram because I just haven't been wearing a lot of makeup. So I've kind of just fallen off the radar, and I'm not even watching beauty YouTube videos anymore because they were making me feel a little sick. It's really strange. So that's what's led to the difficulty. Just wearing makeup day to day. Now the other hand is that, the other side of it is that with the fatigue, basically when Colin is taking a nap, that's normally when I would record videos and edit them and all that kind of thing. But now when he's napping, I'm napping. I'm trying to sleep during that time too. So I don't really have time. Yeah. So it's just been really difficult. We'll see if I can kind of stick with the Sunday recording. I'm definitely going to aim for just 1 video a week for right now. We'll see after the first trimester and that kind of crushing fatigue is over. And if the queasiness is over, then I can switch over to the regular schedule again. What was I talking about? Something about fatigue. I also feel like I've partially lost my mind. I don't remember being this scatterbrained with Colin, but maybe it's one of those things that you just kind of forget. Just like you kind of forget about labor and delivery. It's like, meh, it's not a big deal. Oh, I'm really slouching here. So the other thing I wanted to mention is that yes, I'm kind of making my announcement early, but I've really thought about this time. I'm a little bit older, I'm 35 now, and you know, the big thing nobody wants to talk about is miscarriage. And while I've been very fortunate and have not had any miscarriages, with my first pregnancy too, I followed that same kind of rule of not telling anybody until I was 12 weeks, because that's when the risk is quite a bit smaller past that. But this time around, you know, knowing that my risk is higher just because I'm older, and I guess because I feel like there's less tied up into having a baby this time. The first time I was really looking to get out of my job. I really did not enjoy what I was doing. So it's like I just wanted to move forward with this new phase of my life. And so I was almost just kind of burying my head in the sand. I don't even want to consider the possibility of a miscarriage, just because I had so much of my kind of life goals pinned on this little tiny unborn baby. But this time I feel a lot more realistic, you know, that, well, I'm not going to get my hopes up until I'm at least like 7 weeks or even maybe longer than that, just knowing that that risk is there and there's no reason to assume that it's going to happen, but I am embracing the idea that it can happen and that it's a very painful subject for a lot of people. But I feel like if nobody knows that you're pregnant, you can have that loss and you don't get the support from that loss. And there was a really interesting article that I read on NPR recently that really kind of addressed those issues that I feel like are really important just to get the conversation happening with women, because it's such a difficult process, but we feel like we can't even tell our family before that time. But our family should be the ones supporting us. So yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about that. I know it's a really, really difficult subject. And like I said, I've been extremely fortunate in not having any miscarriages, but they are extremely common very early in the pregnancy, especially. And I just feel like it's something that we should be able to talk about and that we should be able to rely on our friends and family for support if we do go through that loss. And I know that there's difficulty, you know, if you're working in an office or really working anywhere, you know, you don't want to tell anyone there earlier than necessary just because there's all kinds of weirdness that happens, even though it shouldn't, once you become pregnant. So anyway, that's my little tirade about that. So that's my news. That's my little update. I really am going to try to continue making videos at least once a week. But that is why things have really been slacking off lately. And like I said, hopefully this will go away, you know, 9 weeks. So in the next 3 or 4 weeks, hopefully I'll be more on the mend and I won't be feeling sick about makeup, which is just so strange. I never would have expected that that would be something that would trigger it, but this whole pregnancy thing is really strange and it really messes with your body, especially in that first trimester where things are, your placenta is being built and all that. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching and listening. If you have any questions or comments, I would really love to hear from you. I hope you're having a wonderful day and I'll see you soon.